Greetings everybody, Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to State of Decay 2 Lethal Chaos, Episode 24, Fateful 8. Can this guy learn sewing? He hypothetically could. There's also an argument to be made that making my own C4 would be more important, and making my own C4 would be electronics. Alternatively, we could have him learn computers, which allows for a better command center. So there's a lot of other skills that might be better than sewing. Sewing is just it's a nice book to have just in case. So scavenging for materials is in the other direction, but the rover's demand for food is time sensitive, so I'm going to do the rovers first. Bring food to the rovers. And no, I don't have a sidearm. He's more likely to die very quickly from blooders, so I don't want to put items on him that I will hypothetically have to retrieve if he bites it. I know that's a little jinxing. But characters that have reduced infection resistance are particularly terrible in this game when you're on lethal difficulty, and it only takes like 2 nibbles from a blood plague zombie to turn. So I'll ask you guys, what next fifth skill should I get? Utilities for hydroponics. Computers for command center. Yeah, let me type up the reasons why. So your informed decisions or sewing, inventory slots and HP, or munitions, electronics for C4. I'll leave 5 minutes on this poll. It's a relatively important one. So what do you think is most important as a 5th skill? Because we're not turning anyone down or casting anyone out or purposely getting anyone killed, I don't have an easy way of I'll have very few people that will have free empty 5th slots. So I have to pick the 5th slots carefully, because I'm not going to be able to get all of that list. I already have people that have 5th slots that I don't like. Like Benji, our leader, has a 5th slot I don't like, which is actor. Like, big deal, who cares? And then, who else has a 5th slot I don't like? I think it's Nico? No, not Nico. Tino? No, it's Wanda. Wanda has a 5th slot of engineering, which is not very useful either. Oop, zombie took the door. So, you know, I already have 2 of the 7 members with relatively pointless and useless 5th slots, but I'm not going to exile them or kill them or anything, so I got to be careful about planning. And yeah, Whammy, you were right. It's rare to find an empty 5th slot. A lot of the random people that join you don't have empty 5th slots. So the fact that I have 2 of them is unique, because munitions, making C4 requires 2 specific mastery skills. It requires munitions and electronics, whereas most other craftables only require 1 of the 2. Okay, I'm not a jerk, and I'm not bringing ferals to the rovers. Get out of here. And then, of course, hydroponics requires utilities, knowledge of utilities. Here you go. I think I bought this from them.
Thanks, bunches.
But whatever.
Take care of yourself.
Oh, a vector. Civilian vector, but a vector nonetheless. I don't know if we have a chemistry book back home, but I'm going to buy this one just in case we don't. Because if we do want to go munitions, which is on the poll, I'm going to need chemistry. It was from another group? Okay. Fair enough. I bought it and then I handed it off. I'm already halfway to citizen. Oh, there are some infestations. Engineering is useful for some buildings. I think it's useful for the weapons forge, I believe. Let me double check. Which is a facility like I never bother with. So engineering allows you to make your own suppressors and chokes and crossbow. Which is not something I ever do because I just buy the advanced ones instead. And then the engineering community skill allows you to repair your stuff more inexpensively. But like, that's not particularly useful either. Let's see. Yep, that's about it. It occasionally will allow them to scavenge for weapon remains or handmade muzzle mod, but it's relatively useless compared to other masteries like auto mechanics, which is so much more useful. More fuel efficient vehicle, your car is quieter, you make repair kits more cheaply. I mean, those two don't even remotely compare to one another. In my mind, at least.
My toes while I'm in plague territory.
You thought it was to the Warlord specialty building? Maybe.
Fire in the hole!
All right, you guys say a munition. Yeah, munitions and electronics. Got it. All the screamers died. There you are.
Wonder if somebody just beat me to this one. Seems to me like we've damn near cleared the whole town of infestations.
That's a big we, dude. You just joined. But okay, you cleared one. One of the dozen. Alright, so I think there's... Oh, shoot. I didn't know you were there.
I can't catch my breath.
So this dude is Mr. Infection. Oh, hello.
Can't let that one get back up.
So gotta make sure he doesn't get bit. don't know if you can hear it, but Yoda's whimpering. I'm not sure why. Hey, buddy. I think he had his back turned to me and he was like upset by that or something. He's a weird dog. Oh, that's a bloater bomb. That dead blood plague, I thought looked like a bloater for a second. I was very worried. Alright, it sounds like the screamers are at this corner.
Hello there.
Which is convenient.
Almost out of there.
Okay, the screamers weren't in this corner, but some of the zombies were.
Well, that's the last of them.
The zombies are not being lured by the noise. The ones inside. And now the group is just larger. This might be a tough infestation for this newbie to clear. I missed that throw. Or the, not the throw, the shot. That would have been a useful shot to hit. This would have cleared the screamer out. Let's try it again. Oh, you're right here. At least I stunned him. Okay, he's dead. Now I might be able to clear it.
I have eyes on a plague screamer.
Plague screamer? I hear another screamer, even though it's not showing on the roster. It's... Why aren't you... That's so weird. This infestation didn't show that it had another screamer, even though there was blatantly another screamer in the room. And none of these zombies that are coming into this door seem to be associated with this infestation. Okay, maybe just the first one I shot then. Where did you come from? What the hell?
Watch the feral.
Oh, there's more than one feral. Where'd I park the car?
Rest.
Ferals are dead. And I'm also a citizen now. And I'm about to clear an infestation. There's one zombie left somewhere.
Can't do it.
There you are. Ta-da! So my hero bonus is morale. He gives people space, which is probably linked to his halitosis. I'd guess. I could look that up, but I'm gonna guess that gives people spaces because he has plague zombie breath.
This will come in handy.
I will say, this dude almost got pooled. And by that I mean killed, like,
Clear, but
our
we
last
can't really
member
secure this
Pool
place with a plague
when she
heart
got
so
jumped by
close
3
by.
plague zombies out clearing an infestation. Not a good way to go. Ooh, circuitry. Nice. So because you guys voted that I should focus on munitions, circuitry is a really important one to grab. Because C4 is made out of chemicals and circuitry. It also reminds me that I can just learn this chemistry book.
Always nice to learn something new.
Done. Which means probably Carta will learn electronics. And then if we have a 8th with a free slot, probably we'll learn utilities, meaning that the sewing book won't be useful unless we get 9 members, which is fine. I'm fine with going above the minimum to move in. It's one of the reasons why I like the barricaded strip mall, because it's a base that is really easy to feed people. Because it has a lot of empty small slots, which is great for hydroponics. So like an ideal next member would be one that has either utilities or agriculture. Utilities for the hydroponics or agriculture to boost the yield of the hydroponics. You're right, it's also a really good base to train people in because of the built-in, what is it, Taekwondo dojo or something? It has a built-in dojo or fighting gym that you can't break down, but it also means that, like, you might as well use it and you end up getting a ton of melee skill as a result. If only I had a trail beast. I always get stuck here. I need to find a better way up. Yeah, a barricaded strip mall, a mall's dojo is absolutely Mall Ninja brand. Oh, man, I was just doing a spinning backup. I had to go on 2 wheels. Poor little Maragra. I'm so mean to it. Jackson, Richmond. All right, let's defend.
We have a truckload of zombies coming in.
Minimal risk, so it's going to be basically no real threat to us. So I'll fill up the water cooler and make some extra noise.
I guess we were due for a run of good luck.
The Z's are on the move. They're attacking the base right now. Hold tight. We're gonna win this one.
Rikazuma, thank you for the sub. So the current priority now is defend base and then go get materials. So I've gotten 1 bag of materials, but I'm going to get the radio call in for the second bag. We're so close to moving though. One more person, that's it.
That's the last wave? Lord almighty, it better fucking be.
Gotta watch the noise.
Don't jinx it. Yeah. I'm one away, but that one extra person could take forever. You never know.
We made it. Nice work, people.
Ooh, man, his halitosis for reduced standing rewards will making him a hero extra difficult. Okay, I don't think I have anything else that I want to sell to my neighbors, so let's go and find the building materials. Or it could be a Red Talon recruit. I have a... Yeah, I don't think you, like, randomly find Red Talon recruits without trying for them, though. I could be wrong about that, but I've never in my gameplay have ever been offered a Red Talon recruit out of nowhere. I've always had a radio for them.
Ugh, the air tastes like blood soup.
Trumbull Valley has missions where you can get one. Yeah, I've done one of those missions once of the, what is he, like a defector who defected from the Red Talon or something like that? The lone soldier? Yeah, yeah. I would argue that he's not exactly Red Talon because he's defected, though. Alright, so here's my building materials.
Looking for this. Heading back to base.
And there's an infestation here, so I might as well clear it out while I'm here.
Fire in the hole!
Whoa, they're coming out of the woodwork. This might be a tooth-cracker job. Uh-oh. Don't roar. What are you doing? Is this the electric boogie-woogie? Got all the screamers.
And we're down to this one.
Okay. Uh-oh, there's another swarm on the horizon. Better wrap this up quick, or I'm going to be fighting another dozen.
Can't do it.
There we go. Jack's doing pretty good. pretty good work. He might be slovenly and stink to high hell, but he cleans them up nice. Works extra hard to make up for how little people like him.
Quiet for now, but as long as that plague heart is nearby, this place won't ever feel safe.
So with all that clearing, how close am I now? Oh my lord. That bar has not moved at all. That's after a zombie threat at home and also clearing an infestation. And it's like microscopic movement. Making this dude a hero is going to be a hell of an effort. Fortunately, the only thing I'm missing out on is a +3 to morale, which is, you know, whatever. Not a big deal. So right now, there is nothing for me to do. Just waiting for new events to arise. I wanted to get over to that shed that indicated that it might have bullets, but no, never mind. It's kind of surrounded by zombies. So we're going to go on a road trip. Let's go visit our allies to see if they have anything fun to trade. Also, Cathanon, as you might have just noticed, sometimes when you approach the ferals, you can sort of juke right, go left hard, and still hit them with the door. They'll dodge you, but it's not scripted that they will not get hit. There we go. We have a lead. Uh-oh, this is an awkward time to pause. Prediction. Will the survivor join? Again, I'm going to take a slightly more scenic route, give you time to predict, and also I need to shake the horde that's on my tail. I don't want to bring a horde down on whoever this person asking for my help is. Was that another juggernaut? Are you kidding me? So there's two? I mean, I know I need standing rewards, but this car can't take that. See? It's on fire. Alright, let's get away from the juggernaut before I ditch out. Grab the repair kit.
This looks like a waste of time.
Dodge. Oh, God. Locked door. Ow, ow, ow. Got bit.
My breath.
So with the infection resistance that I have... Dude, I told you to... Okay, whatever. I told him to close the door behind him, and he was like, no, I don't know how to do that. Right. So I did take a stamina pill, or whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to round these zombies up so I can kill them all in one Molotov, because I only have one Molotov left. Alternatively, I could try to sneak away from them. I think it'd be best if I torch him. Ah, it's your first time on Twitch? Well, welcome. And thank you for predicting and all. I'd probably thin them out. I just need to make sure that that juggernaut doesn't get aggroed. Nope, not thinned. Oh god. Oh god.
I gotta steer clear of these plague zombies for a while.
And this is why being slovenly sucks. Because he cannot take a hit. Sorry, Rye. I think you're gonna die. I'm not purposely leaving the mission area. I'm just trying to survive. I'm gonna see if I can't. Nope. Okay. I'm going all in. Oh, that's a barrel. Hey, Jack. Let's hope you're made of tougher stuff than I think you are. Oh, it's 2 barrels. Well, here's 1 barrel. But now I'm plagued. And I have other pharaohs on me. No, don't hug the door. Where'd that other pharaoh go? I don't know what Rye is doing, but I have held out. I do have cure in the car, but the car is outside of the zone. Yep, he's flailing. He's dying. He might have just... No, I think he's having his... Yeah, he's gone. I don't have a source of fire. Yep. Okay, he died. Oh, what? The Juggernaut is aggroed now? Oh god, it's... Please turn around. Please turn around. Please turn around. Alright, I should probably be red at this point. And there's a feral on me too? Please don't see me, 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 please don't see me.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, it might just clear up.
Ah! Ah! Run! Okay. Yoink! All is cured. Sorry, the survivor, I have no idea whether they joined or not. No is the winner. He definitely got ripped to shreds and died. And I got out of there by the skin of my teeth. Glad I had the plague cure on me. I probably would have been able to drive home anyway. Like, because here I am less than a minute later with a 3-minute timer left. But I'm really glad that Juggernaut chose not to come closer to me, because that would have been game over for poor little Jack here. Jack is not tired yet, so despite the fact that I just had a super near-death experience, I'm going to keep Jack on patrol. Because he still has a lot more influence to gain. Poor Jack. I would not want to be him. I'm running low on regular bolts. Do I have my bolt crafters? No. Let's put the bolt crafter set in. So until I get the bolt crafter set, I'll roll out with the sleeper cell gun. And a new cure, of course. Molotov, flingables, I only have one Molotov, but whatever. Yeah, if I had a spare Molotov to throw in the window when he was being eaten, maybe I could have saved him. But like, there was still at least one other feral in play, so it would have been unlikely. I don't know what happened to the feral that I tried to lure to the shed so I could stab it. It seemed to have disappeared, which is fine by me considering there wasn't a lot of wiggle room for survival there. But it did seem oddly convenient that that feral just, like, poofed out of nowhere. Alright, well, that didn't go great. I'm gonna go visit allies to see if I can't buy some rucksacks of materials or medicine or something. Could have gone a lot worse. The energy drinks I had were A tier, S tier. That allowed me to keep running, so I didn't have another pool incident. Because if I didn't have those stamina drinks to keep me going, this dude would have been dead.
Hey, you, what's up?
I'm looking to do some trading.
Okay, I guess so.
Nope. Hey, Glorious, thanks for the sub too. What's the cooldown on calling stuff? 24 minutes for materials, and there's not really anything else I need at the moment. It wouldn't hurt to call in, like, fuel, I guess. So maybe I'll do that.
You should call around.
So that I
If
can make more
anyone knows where we might
Molotovs.
dig up some supplies.
Never have enough Molotovs.
I've got people working on your request right now.
That Talon can offer security. That's worth paying for, you know.
Yep. Best driver in the world. Right here. What was the result of February's poll? It's posted to my Discord or any of the sub polls. There's links everywhere to it. But Thursday's stream is going to be Project Zomboid. That won by maybe like 10%. Who are you? Your gunplay is horrible. I don't think you've hit them once. See, first shot, headshot. That's how we do it in the apocalypse here. Put them down. Alright, it was Augustus. Good to know. Augustus, never enlist him. He has an accuracy of a
Hey, you.
clinically blind human.
All right.
Yeah, I think given my extra influence, just outright buying toolkits is very economical at this point, same with gas cans.
I hope nothing hurt that.
And Jack is starting to get tired, so I'm going to turn him in before heading to... I'll just go to the Scroungers and then have him turn in.
Hello, my friend.
I think we can help each other out.
Okay, sure.
Well, I want this stuff, I just don't have room for it.
Hey.
What do you say to a bit of bartering?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, buddy? I don't know if you guys hear it. Wow, these guys have 3 medicine textbooks? I think I'm going to come back. I think I'm going to buy their stimulants and their parts, and then come back for the toolkit and gas can. Is his skin okay? Yeah, he's fine. He recovered from that. I think he's just being a little neurotic, and his current whimpering is, I'm not even really sure. He's not hurt or anything. And I don't think he needs to go to the bathroom. I think what's going on is, my office door is closed, and he's getting a little bit of FOMO, fear of missing out. Because he's wondering what's happening in the rest of the house, and why he's not included. Because he does that a lot. It's kind of his MO. It's really cute, actually. Like if I start cooking in another room, and I've left him in my office, he's fine, provided that, like, Tusk or Echo's with him. And as soon as Tusk or Echo get up and leave, he starts crying bloody murder because he's left behind alone. It's really cute.
Respect for the dead and all, but I call that a Darwin situation.
And that's the kind of stuff that I was talking about earlier when Sasquatch, sometimes he sounds reasonable and sometimes he's like, good, I'm glad they're dead. It's like, okay, Sasquatch. Show your truest colors. Shining through in your personality right now. Oops. I didn't mean to stash the cure. I'll have to undo that. How old is Yoda? He'll be 11 in April. He's 10 and some change. I think it makes the most sense that Jack uses his vintage shotgun that he wanted so badly. Give it that to him as his base defense weapon. Alright, Benji. I have you come out. He's gonna be a warlord, he better earn it. Plus, he's got tons of pocket space. It's great. So if I'm heading trading, the next one I want to install is the filling machine so I can make more Molotovs because I'm going to go pick up the fuel. What can we trade? I have a lot of meds, but I have a lot of influence. I don't really need to make Paul Cure. I did mean to withdraw Cure. And then I'll sell some junk. I'll likely sell the Zedrolin. It's not one, and the Zedi. They aren't. I don't really like them. I don't find that they're worth infecting yourself over. The Zedrolin sometimes is really handy, like especially if you're running to go fetch a car after someone's dead, because it's a lot of stamina, but it also infects you, so definitely a downside. Maybe he wants a treat? Yeah, maybe he does. As soon as I used that T word, a friend of his just showed up. Come on up.
I don't want to stick around here for very long.
Hey, you guys willing to meet up?
Oh, there we go. Another survivor activity. All right. Run a new prediction. Will the survivor join? I'll put 2 minutes on it. Gives you a little bit extra time to gamble. And this is Benji, the warlord,
Hey.
trying to help the survivor,
I got some
not
stuff to trade.
Jack,
How about
Yeah, okay.
the walking corpse of a man.
I'm so glad to see you again. Come on in.
Rolling out. I'll be there in a sec.
Much appreciated.
The color of the house I'm heading to is the puke green house. Wonderful. Cannot wait to admire the paint.
Hey, come on in if you want.
Oh, that's not so bad. Ah, it's not great. The perfect strangers killed my friend, and they have to pay. I can't take them down myself, but with you on my side, I could get some vengeance. Will you help?
Look, I know this is harsh, but I think we gotta go after those guys and take them out.
Okay. I'll believe this random stranger. After he sells me some stuff.
Lead on.
Oh, are you following me? Okay. So it is a hostile enclave. Got it. Well, I'm not going to go in half-cocked
Fuck, my eyes
because
are burning.
there's a chance for Jim to gain some vengeance and maybe also to join us. So I'm going to change my equipment to maximize my survival chances.
Maybe I should get going on that.
We need support over here right now!
Oh shit, someone needs a hand.
So Raiders AR-15 with extra ammo, the sleeper cell PPK with extra ammo, and the bloater cloud grenades with a scent block. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much left. Do you want me to silence the AR? Yeah, I could do that. And this will be a backup. Okay. This is definitely Warlord warlord level equipment I've got here. Oh, let me also refuel. Refuel the car. Oh, good. The Motel Hoppers is a new... Oh, you know what? The Motel Hoppers is timed. This AR can't swap fire rate. It's stuck at its current setting.
That's a horde.
It's fine. I'll probably bloater cloud them anyway. Turn them into plague zombs. I'm good, but I'm chaotic good. The fastest way there is probably up over this hill, off-roading. I'd like to be able to do this and then also help the Motel Hoppers with the freak in their house. I think that's a new enclave that I haven't yet met, and generally, when you help them with a feral in their house, they're very appreciative and they become instantly allied for a bonus, which would be nice.
That's the spot we're looking for.
All quiet.
It's time for you to die! Zombie, incoming. Fire in the hole! Should probably feel bad about this. Yep, the plan is right, it's right.
They're dead.
Can we talk a minute? Zombies are all around us. Okay, I'm a threat.
All out.
No, that wasn't not nearly as effective as I hoped it was. I'd love to be able to talk to him in a minute, but that opportunity seems unlikely.
Using my last magazine.
Is that a feral noise? No.
I need a break.
No breaks, only bash. Talk to Jim about joining my community.
Hey, I really appreciate this.
8. Oh, we got it. Thank you for tuning in to State of Decay 2 Lethal Chaos, which originally streamed live on Twitch February 7th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rodamont.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rodamont.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that made it all the way to the credits and support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow zombie survivors.